Don't know, it's your boy TillaMan. I stay fresh, stay fly, you know, all day, no long. It's so good, isn't it? I'm back live in the UK, but just for a minute, innit? 6 days, and I'm flying back. Hey, without wasting no time, keep it locked. FACTORY78, don't touch it. Keep it right there, because I'm here and you're there.
TillaMan, all of them man them got love for me. It's about to go down. All of them girls them they feel the kick 'cause I'm fly. It's about to fresh. My name is TillaMan. Your body's calling, 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 and I'm loving, loving. Can't believe I'm falling.
I'm your host Adeshokwe, and I've got a special guest in the building today in the FACTORY78 studios here in the UK. Artist, producer, writer, director, entertainer, performer. Hey bro, how you doing? TillaMan, how has it been?
Yeah, UK, what up? What's going on? It's your boy Tilla, you don't know. Yeah, like all the accolades they gave me and all that. It's so good, isn't it? Hard work pays, isn't it? So we're back in the UK, even if it's for a little minute, but everything good, isn't it? You know? Yeah,
Good,
you know, a bit too dark on Nigeria.
Yeah, you've got your tan going on. You know, you've got your tan going on. A lot of people, you know, the fans in the UK. I know you've been out in Nigeria for quite some time. You've been doing your thing right there, but the fans in the UK have kind of like, you know, we haven't seen TillaMan for a minute. You know, so it's great to have you back in town. And of course, we're going to be talking about every single thing that Tilla has been doing since he left us here in the UK. Firstly, Tilla, you know, for the people that don't know about TillaMan, you've come a long way in the music industry. Started off with the 166 family.
Actually,
Before that, that's what we're talking about. Before that, but you made it even bigger with the 166 family in the UK. First of all, the relationship with the 166 family. That's how we do it here. FACTORY78.com. Let's clear the nonsense out of the way, and then we talk about the positivity right after that. 166 family, the UK. That was your family. That was your music, you know, family. What's happened since then? Because you moved on.
TillaMan, dollar bills. This one are for you. If you can booyanga, oh yeah, booyanga. This is how we booyanga.
What's the relationship like?
Basically, I'm still cool with all the members of 160's family. You know what I mean? It's just that when you get to certain stage, you gotta move on in life, innit? So it's not a major thing, really. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I'm concentrating on TillaMan now, because as you know, I've been in Nigeria since then. You know what I mean? So I'm just focusing on TillaMan now, and it's all about TillaMan and the next step, the bigger thing. So that's all about it, really. So there's nothing to clear, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, the people like one of the reasons why I asked that question is people obviously know you. You know, dollar bills. You know, the whole crew. You guys did the whole thing together. Had some fantastic joints together, and then Tilla went solo. But like you said, maturity. When it's time to mature and do your own thing and kind of make it happen, you probably just moved on to that, isn't it?
Yeah, but basically, like, you know, I really don't understand, like, you know, when you talk about boys to men, you see them wearing the same type of boots, same type of shirts and that. I mean, when you talk about Rockefeller, you don't see Jay-Z wearing the same shirt as Kanye West and that, you know. Kanye West put out his album and he followed it. You know what I mean? Jay-Z put out his album and he's followed it, you know what I mean? So it is not that kind of scenario where being a boy band or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So it's about time for, I've given 160's family hits and nothing but hits. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when it's like a father, when you get to a certain extent, a certain stage of your life, he says, you have to go out and fend for yourself. So it's about time that everybody has to stand their own ground, and I've been standing my own ground before 166, you know what I mean? So it's just about time that I wanted to take a bigger step to a bigger platform. You know what I mean? And for TillaMan, that was the right thing to do, and I think all my fans out there appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's brought me close to the likes of, you know, the greatest, one of the greatest, if not the greatest rappers in Nigeria, you know what I mean? The Green, the likes of Robbie, like the major artists in Nigeria, which if I was based here, and I'm concentrating on some other things, it probably wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know what I mean?
It is what it is. You know,
Grow up, baby.
just grow up and get it done. Now, you mentioned That Green. We're gonna talk about your relationship with him. But before we get to That Green, like I said, 166. Then you made hits. Puyanga was probably the first thing that completely tore up the floors here in the UK, and I'm sure it lit fire across Africa as well, especially Nigeria as well. Puyanga put you guys on a different pedestal because it was a song that people loved, the girls loved it, the dance floor enjoyed it. And what was that time like? What was the process of making that song, and how did it feel to be part of a song that was such a hit like Puyanga?
Basically, yeah, you know, I like to give respect to someone that's due on that project, you know, Mr. Skills JJC, you know. I mean, I haven't had the opportunity to do this, not because I don't want to do it, but maybe because I'd always had too much in my head and all that, you know. So, but I just like to give a big shout out to JJC Skills, you know. You deserve it and you own it. I'm saying. So what happened with Puyanga is one of those tracks that we just had on this little thing we recorded on. I mean, it's not like a track that stood out for us that time. It was just one of the tracks. So JJC Skills came back from Cyprus that time, so he needed a studio to use. So he was using my studio, and he's like, "Oh, Tilla, what have you been doing?" You know, so I played him a couple of tracks, and he's like, "Oh, this Puyanga, I like it. I think it's gonna be a major track." You know what I mean? So I said, "Okay, let's go for it," because my production wasn't on that level that Inspiration was at that time. So he said, "Oh, let's put a date on it." So put a date on it, we enter the studio. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'll do the hook and my verse, and the other drop is rap and all that. But all the process, throughout the process, you know, was about 10 hours in the studio session that day. And before God and Man here, JJC didn't take no penny from me. You know, I mean, just did it for the love. It's like, TillaMan, you know, I've known you because I worked with JJC since when the band the Don Jazzy was still around, and their studio was in Elephant and Castle. So we actually, Don Jazzy produced a song. I did a song with Ransom. Shout out to Ransom. You don't know, come out, you can shine. It's all good. So yeah, we did a song together, and like it was like, Tilla, JJC told me, Tilla, I like you, you know, you have the energy. I said, yeah, I've been doing it before I came from Nigeria. I was fresh that time. So he said, come to the studio. We had a bond that time. So when we did Puyanga, we finished Puyanga, and Skills was shooting a video for one of these guys, and he's like, Tilla, I have spare time in the recording visual studio. So what do you say we put out a video and that? So normally he would charge whatever he does charge, but he still done it as a favor as well. So you know what I mean? So starting from the start of Puyanga, we've been favored from the start. So it was probably that favor just overtook everything. So we went to Nigeria. Me and Billsy, you know what I mean, Billsy went before me. We got to Nigeria, and I think on the promotional level, the dollar did so much, you know what I mean, cash wise and all that, because dollar's always going to Nigeria and back. But I haven't been to Nigeria for about 8 years. So that time I was 2009, so I didn't know, I don't even have no relative like that in Nigeria that could just say I'm going to. So dollar went and said, "Till come through, let's do this." So we got there, boom, bang, 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 did biggest shows as at that time, you know, did Kenny's music, did there's this comedian, the biggest comedian in Nigeria, you know, Alibaba. Did Alibaba. People were like, where's this guy from? You know what I mean? Like, you know, delivering this, delivering that. And
took the UK style straight up to Nigeria.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, basically, you know, without bigging up Mon's chest, yeah, like, you know, it's good to give respect to those that do, like I give to like JJC Skills, and obviously what FACTORY78 is doing now, because like DJ Larry, I've known him forever. You know what I mean? It's not just somebody that said, oh, I'm just gonna put on my camera and start doing stuff. And I've known him since like 2002, back in Dublin, when I used to do freestyle and put paper on the floor and people throw €1, €2, you know what I mean? So like I'm saying, yeah, what we've done with Puyanga is to be able to open new doors. Now, I know JJC has been to Nigeria before and he's done a lot and all that, but I think in Puyanga, you know, we give UK artists, Nigerian UK artists, a stamp. You know what I mean? Because we don't live in Nigeria. People are like, where this is it's like a bang, it's like a big bang. Like people didn't see it coming. We never saw it coming. It's not like we said, this is the only track we have to promote it. We had bad tracks. We just said, let's try with this. And it was a bang. Both in Nigeria and over here. So we've managed to open new doors for UK artists, you know what I'm saying, and Nigerian artists as well. So I think we deserve credit for that.
Absolutely, you know, maybe you guys don't get enough credit for it. I'm sure you will in due time, because most of the time, you know, we know how we do our things in Africa. We give support when time, you know, it takes us time to warm up to people and to acknowledge a lot of respect. But you guys, JJC Skills, Dollar Bills, Puyanga was a fantastic song. It really opened the dance floor here for African music as well to really take control. Now let's talk about after Puyanga.
Sorry, before you go.
That's what we're doing, Factory 78. Before you go.
Sorry, I have to say a big thank you to the fans, you know, like, I haven't said all of this, you could still do all of this and you don't sell, you know what I mean? Like, when we came back, people took us, like, the general public, the Africans, the non-Africans, everybody that's, you know what I mean, paying attention to the music, they actually showed us so much love. Because it's not because the video was out as well and all, it was really good, it was a different class and all that, but it's just the appreciation to say, look, okay, these are regular guys that we see on the bus and we see them on a regular day and they managed to pull out something like this, you know what I mean? Everybody that's helped Kenny's music, supported us in Nigeria, you know, a lot of people that I can't even mention, but most especially the fans. All my ladies out there, you know you're on a different level. You don't know you're on a, you know what I mean? The ladies went crazy, like, you know what I mean? So I'm really glad for that, and I want to say thank you.
They're still going crazy right now, because right now that I'm interviewing TillaMan, hopefully my phone's going to be buzzing after this. You know, ladies, give us a call. You know how we do. Anyway, now moving on to, you know, Nigeria. Like you said, you came back from Nigeria, continue to do your thing here, but obviously the taste of the waters back home, you know, when you went to promote the Puyanga, it just drew you back there. You felt like you had to really go and do things back there, and then you took the step to go over to Nigeria. Tell us about, you know, the decision to go over there and do what you do, and how it was for you.
Okay, what it is, when I went to Nigeria, I didn't stay too long. I just stayed for 15 days. So I felt like, this is so little time and so many things to be done. You know, so I knew that time that I won't be too long before I come back to Nigeria, because I see the way things are done there. I see the energy. I see that we've got so much resources here that we're not using to the full potential. You know, there's always light. There's the transportation system is good. You know, with Nigeria, there's nothing like that. So I'm thinking, look, if I come here and learn the lesson the right way, it's gonna make me better as an artist. So I got a call from Mr. Edward Benson, excuse me, which he owns Headline Records. So we spoke over a period. I got a call from more than one organization. You know what I mean? Discord, Yes Record, and all that. So what it is, I didn't know who to really go with, because I didn't know what they're capable of. But Mr. Edward Benson sounds like someone that's really down to earth. You know, he wasn't talking about money and fame. He was talking about achievements and goals and targets. You know what I mean? So I really buy the idea of that. So yeah, they said obviously they had that green on board, which that was a hot selling line for me, you know what I mean? So obviously, like, and he gave me the contact for the green and DJ Z, so we started talking even before I left, so we can have some sort of relationship, and we thought everything was all right. So they said they gave me the contract. First it was like a record contract, but I said to them, let's narrow it down to management, because obviously I'm in the UK and I've been here for so long. I don't know how long I'll be able to stay in Nigeria and all of that.
I like the way you clarified that, because a lot of people felt you had signed a record deal with Headline Records.
No. It was actually a management deal, which I didn't even sign at the end of the day. So I said to Mr. Edwards, why don't I get to Nigeria and see what you are capable of, and in favor of you as well, why don't you test my product in Nigeria? So it's a 50-50 thing. You know, you're not let down. I don't get to Nigeria and start messing up myself. We're already signing, we can't let go. And I don't get to Nigeria and I say that you're not capable of what I want, and I'm feeling like, you know what I mean? So we understood what we were on. So I got to Nigeria. Headline Records did me good, you know, absolutely fantastic. You know, they got me a place. They put me with one of the hottest artists in Nigeria, hottest rapper in Nigeria, the Green. All they showed me was love. You know what I mean? So, you know, with Nigeria, it's not like UK where you could do a lot of things in a day. You probably could just do one thing in a day in Nigeria. So the process was a bit slow. And obviously Mr. Edwards was in UK and I was in Nigeria, so I had to get used to the management and all that. So along the line, Da Green died. So obviously Da Green was a selling point for TillaMan. Like, okay, we have a big artist in Da Green, and TillaMan is okay, like, one of the UK's finest. You know what I mean? So they wanted to use that to sell me. You know what I mean? When you perform that Green, you introduce TillaMan, you bring him on, you know, you...
The funny thing, sorry to cut you short with that. The funny thing is, when the relationship with that Green started, you know, when you went to Nigeria and we started seeing video clips, like when you went on...
Kenny's music.
music together.
Yeah,
You know,
together.
we saw clips out here and the marriage was just fantastic. Because you'd been doing, you know, if people don't know, this is what we do on FACTORY78.com. Go out there on YouTube, just Google it. TillaMan, check out the years, check out the work, check out the lyrics, check out the songs. Like, you've been doing this for quite some time before, you know, artists, fantastic artists like the late Da Green came up. So when you went to Nigeria and had that kind of marriage, it was almost like, you know, this was a union made for music, made for Nigerian music, made for the international stage, and it felt like home to you.
Yeah, definitely. Like I would say, it was set TillaMan aside of every other artist, because people don't realize that I'm a proper Yoruba boy. Like, I don't go to my house, to my dad or to my mom and speak Yoruba like I'm posh. It's unacceptable. Tile, local, or yonile, oyo. No doubt, I speak English fluent and I speak Yoruba better than anybody that I ever even met. Even when I get to Nigeria and I speak Yoruba, you know, that kind of thing. Like, Lagos Yoruba is different from Yoruba, so that's enabled TillaMan as an individual to blend the Yoruba dialect into music. It's effortless for me. You know what I mean? Because, like, I understand it and I know how it should flow. So take for example, even before 160s came up, I'd already done project with Como Blastic, Pampala Robo, which on the people that was paying attention, people that were paying attention that time, they appreciated it. The likes of DJ Gabe, it was playing on the radio station, you know what I mean? And I've done Omoele with Lex Do. I've written tracks for Lex Do, and that's even prior to 166. I did the Yoruba mix of Lil Wayne's Lollipop. You know what I mean? So which tracks like that blew in Nigeria. One of my friends was an Oniru market, Oniru beach one day, and he called me up, more black to be precise. You know what I mean? People can check up with that. You know what I mean? It's on Facebook, it's an artist as well. Lolly Cure is playing everywhere, and they don't even know who done the track. Even till now, when I get to Nigeria and say I done Lolly Cure, that wow, is it you? You know what I mean? So these are things I've done before that time. So when I go to Nigeria now, allowing myself to play with the pros. You know what I mean? This is not amateur no more. This is not Sunday League. We're talking about people that have used music. Yeah, Premier League, Champions League. People that have used music to build houses, to look after kids, that they've left a legacy behind. You know what I mean? So I wanted to play with the pros, and God made it so possible for me that I met the Green, which it was on the peak of his career. It was getting so much love. So it was like a bond. Obviously, when I met the Green, you know, it's like, I wouldn't say obviously that Green is bigger than TillaMan. Yeah, but as at that time, we were resenting each other. Like, he was checking me out, I was checking him out, because obviously Headline already told him that I know TillaMan he's done tracks with Spanda and Fly, he's done tracks with Bookie, you know, produced 2 albums out, Bookie's album, 2 tracks out of Bookie's album. So he's told them a lot about me, because he had to sell me to them as well for them to accept me. Obviously there's a lot of artists in Nigeria, so like he was checking me constantly. You know what I mean? It will play something, I would want to see my reaction, but I know where it wants me to react, but I wouldn't react like that. I'll just be stiff. So like, what? You know what I mean? Like, so it will bring big artists to the house. It will bring YQ. It will bring all these artists, Terry G and all them to the house. You know what I mean? And I'll just be jamming like it's nothing. You know what I mean? So I know that normally I should go to this guy, I should talk to them and that, but I just wanted to show him that. You know what I mean? Just to deal with him a little bit. So yeah, and he's got times that he deals with me as well. Like, we'll wake up in the hours, he just like, oh yeah, well done. Just, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, when we clicked, yeah, it was like something that we've been longing to do, but we've been like shy to do. You know what I mean? So it really worked well for me, and I think I had a little bit of impact in the Green as well. People that knew him before I arrived, and when they saw him when I arrived, they know that he helped me out a lot, and little things that could influence him about, I try as much as possible to
Now, with regards to the Green and working with him, the news over here caught fire that there was a collabo album coming out, the Green and TillaMan, and then the sudden death of the Green. people, you know, the fans, first of all, we'd seen what you guys had done on Kenny's music, with Jimmy Jack, you know, we'd seen work that you guys have done. So the album, people were just waiting for that album to come out, and all of a sudden, the unfortunate situation that happened with his car accident kind of like, in our eyes, put that project down. First of all, take us through the happenings of Da Green's death and what it meant to you.
Basically, to clear out the first thing about the album and that, yeah. Basically, what we're planning to do with Headline Record, Mr. Edward suggested that since we have so much materials, you know what I mean, like we should just put out some sort of tracks, like say people on all the artists on Headline Records, you know what I mean, we do stuff together. Like, okay, he was trying to form Headline Records like a typical maybe more aids and that, so we need to coexist, and together we can achieve so much things. So we were gonna do tracks where we'll put out a joint album, everybody like me featuring the Green and DJ Z's, three of us and stuff like that. I know different genre of music, we could do reggae, just not experiment with stuff, you know what I mean. So that couldn't happen obviously because the Green passed away. And actually, to make it official, I have not granted any interview since the Green has died based on the Green's death.
Yeah, let me tell you something about my life real quick.
You know what I mean? Because it's so sad to say, but I see a lot of people, you know, it's not wrong if you pay the guy. I don't even know how to break it down. Now, I don't want to seem like I'm negative to some people's energy, you know what I mean, but it'd be nice, you know, if you're the same guy when that guy was alive, that you talk about him and say, I like this guy, you know, you boast about him, and he dies now, you put a project about him, you know, people will know that, okay, you're not just being because he's dead and that, you know what I mean. I know a lot of people that, despite the fact they know he's really good, while he was alive, they didn't give him that respect. Then when he died, they started capitalizing on that, bringing out projects and that, you know. I know the Green's family closely, you know. I'm not one which will put out a video and expect to get 100,000 or 1 million views for that. I'd rather be someone that calls a mom late at night before you sleep and say, Mommy, you still have a son, you know, we love you and we're gonna look after you. So I'd rather do that just to clear that, because a lot of people are telling me, Tilla, why don't you do something? Why should I do something? I mean,
it's been a year since Da Green passed away, and like you just said, a couple of weeks ago, I think the 21st of April, people put out, there were singles all over, not just OK.com. Go check that out. YouTube went crazy. You know, people were putting out songs in the memory and late memory of the Green, and you know, of course, we're happy to see people celebrating, especially someone that came out from nothing but represented, you know, a lot for us. But the other side, is the flip side, is the people like you who work closely with him. We're like friends and brothers at the same time to deal with such a loss. And then how do you, you know, in the public eye, how do you deal with such a loss and not make it feel like you were trying to take advantage of such a loss?
Definitely, basically, I've learned a lot from the Green, you know, like it's so much precious individual to me to lose, apart from the music, you know. Is that person that could balance, you know, the street with the posh, and you know what I mean, there's so much to learn off the Green. And I felt like, you know, there's a lot of fire in him that was burning that he wanted to let out. You know what I mean? But on the other side, I just want people to get it. I don't want them to quote me wrong or whatnot.
Sometimes when I sleep and I'm dreaming, man.
I'm not saying it's not good to do something in remembrance of the Green. You know what I mean? It's good. You know what I mean? But at least, yeah, like, remember that this guy passed away before his time. I mean, we have DJs like there's a few DJs in the UK when the Green died, they did stuff. I mean, and they call the family, they send money down to the family, you know what I mean? Yeah, we didn't even know about it, but they were honest and said, when the Green died, because we love his music, we did a gathering for him and people paid in, this is the money. You know what I mean? Send it to the family. You know what I mean? There's people like, you know, there's people that we first hand that his death affected us so much. There's people like YQ, you know what I mean? You know, YK had to release a track of his album. He didn't go do a video and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, about the Green and stuff like that. Because, like, we are really close to the family, you know what I mean? And we're still having the burden of the loss in the heart. So, like people like Olamos, people like Labib, you know what I mean? People like Bounty Sue Lady, you know, like Bounty Sue Lady. Come on, man, it's big. Like even talking about it now is weighing my heart down.
Let me tell you something about my life real quick.
You know what I mean? So, but I have a tribute song that I did for the Green, but I'm just gonna put in my album, just so that I know my body of work still carries his memory, not just to you know, people, if people like it, then yeah, it's all good, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm not gonna follow what people say. You have to do something, you have to do something. You know, like, okay, what about that green sister that doesn't do music? But she did just go and do a blog and put it on the internet and say, Mr. Green, because he's gone. And what if I don't do music and I happen to be his family? You know, I'll still. That's what I'm saying. So,
thank you very much for speaking about it. I can see obviously that you're getting a little bit emotional. Even people like myself that only had to know him through his music understand how such a loss can affect friends, family, co-workers like yourself, and brothers like yourself. So we're just going to leave it the way it is and let's talk about the other stuff now, which is TillaMan's time now. A lot of people have been waiting for TillaMan.
yes.
You know, after you stepped to Nigeria, you worked with that Green. We saw the video for it.
TillaMan, all of them men them gal love for me. It's about to go down. All of them girls them they feel the kick 'cause I'm fly. It's about to fresh. My name is TillaMan. Your body's calling.
In Formulori right now. That's how it is in my house. You know, we play consistently. Friends, family members are playing it crazy out here. You know, we saw it, and to a lot of fans, everybody got excited that an album was going to come out. You know, this single came out, and my favorite song that I always say, Trying, TillaMan, get that on FACTORY78 TV, YouTube, Trying. Before we talk about Trying, let's talk about 4040. That was a song that people felt was going to precede an album. Tell us about how you made that song happen, and was there supposed to be an album to precede that?
Okay, about 4040, yeah. First of all, shout out to all the lovers of 4040. You still they blow my head, you know. You still the formulary they go. But so what happened with 4040? 4040, like, you know, it was like a play track. You know what I mean? I was in the studio bored. I just made the beat because I produced the 4040 as well. Anyway, so I made the beat, yeah. And like, I didn't know, because me, when I make a beat, I don't like to put pen and paper for a start. I just play the beat and I say something to it. So 4040 just came up like that. So my brother was with me a night before and he went home. So we already planned, yeah, that we're gonna put a different level out as the next single for TillaMan. So this is me calling him up the next morning and say, look, I've changed the track I'm gonna put out. He's like, why, you mad? What's going on? I was like, okay, just come to my studio, to my house, and see what I got. Before he got there, Matel B was already there, so I played it for Matt. He's like, this is the song. Before he came, we already had the dancing step. There was a step that we done in the video, if you remember. Okay, yeah, so we had dancing step. So when he came in, like, this is him, yeah, you just left last night and you're calling me to come back this morning to see what I got. So when he came in, we just played the song and we started doing the dancing steps. Like, what? I mean, so that's how 4040 dropped. And it wasn't like I was planning to promote it. He promoted itself. You know, people that heard it like, TillaMan, this is so now. It sounds like a tune now. You can't leave it to get cold and that. So that was about the audio of 4040. And I must have sent it to Nigeria. And big shout out to a lot of people that have hyped me before I even got to Nigeria. People like Princess, you know, Princess the comedian, you know, she's big, she's massive. She's my mama from another, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, isn't it?
And BT as well, because he was like almost like your backup singer. That's how much hype you got.
I was gonna mention BT, like on a different level, like BT personally. You know, on a different level, I like to, you know, he's one of those people here that belong in a special place. Now, I mean, BT is not just a regular friend. When I met BT, it was a time that I was struggling, financially or whatnot. I needed to perfect my production, my heart of work and that. So I met BT and he's like, Tilla, you know, BT's always going to Nigeria like 3-4 times a year. So he knows artists in Nigeria and he sees the artists in the UK and says, all these artists in the UK are jokes. So most artists in the UK are jokes. But when he met me, you know what I mean, he saw me perform on stage and he's like, what? So when did you go to Nigeria? I was like, I ain't gone to Nigeria. It's like 2001. He's like, no, you're joking. You're like the modern day Nigerian artist. So he's like, Tilla, look, Now we just started rolling. Now BT as part of BT okay then. He was a good brother. You know, we ate at the same place, we used to sleep in the same bed. He had his camera, we did some funny clips. I know BT, I know you say you still get out. Beg no release that. I got some big, like that time, yeah, I was actually. So what is, yeah, like along the line, the work got really hectic. So I couldn't see BT. I had to move out of my house when I went to Nigeria, came back, and I had to stay with other people and that. So we somehow along the line, you know, I must have maybe misrepresented myself with him, which I think, yeah, I really use this opportunity to declare and to say, BT, you know, your brother, you know what I mean, like anything that's happened in the past, you know what I mean, like you know what I mean, I'm saying, yeah, let's hook up, let's start fresh, you know. I mean, because people like you are rare, innit? So like I still got you right there, bro. You know what I mean? It's nothing. BT, you know where you go put to now, you know.
That's Factory78 TV exclusive right there. A brother gets back with a brother live on Factory78 TV. Now, my brother, 40 took the floor. Trying is a completely different. Now let's talk about trying, because one of the aspects of trying that really caught my eye was, of course, you wrote the track, you produced the track, you created the video, you directed the video, you edited the video. Now your brother was talking about how crazy you handled that work.
You made me sound like jack of all trades, but anyway,
you have to be.
The video was filmed by Brian Wood, you know, the same brand, the infamous brand. Seriously crazy visual Brian, you know. Brian, big up to you, man. You don't know, you know, and I see that you're doing big things anyway. So yeah, I went to meet Brian that day. I was in his house here, because I'm always creative and I don't have people to share with, and it hurts me so bad. So I was in Brian's house here, and I was like lying on his couch here, and I dozed off for like maybe 10 minutes, and I tell you the truth, I saw the video in my head. Like it was like a vision. I saw the video in my head. Obviously, I've never directed any video before that time. Yeah, I did directed John Law. Yeah. Okay, let me enlighten people about John Law. You know what I mean?
All the back all day 1665 in the studio, still making the things gonna pay. Understand, music is our hustle. Yeah. So talk ain't cheap. And when I'm talking about money, make sure you talk.
You know what I mean? I wanted to do the video because I thought, okay, we need to do a combined effort. Anyway, TZ called me. I'm like, Tilla, I have this concept, you know. I'm not a director, but once he told me that, yeah, I just brought it to life. I said, okay, don't worry, let's do it. So I directed John Law and I co-edited. It was edited by Remy, but the special effect was done by Frank, I think. If I got your name wrong, I'm sorry, but it was done by him anyway. So that's that. That was the first experience I had with, okay, the visual aspects of things, innit? So when you go to trying, I was lying on Brian's couch here, dozed off for 10 minutes. I saw the whole video and I told Brian, where's your camera? He's like, it's right there. And I mean, Tilla, why don't we do a photo shoot? I said, no, now, boom, for a photo shoot, we do a video shoot. So what do you think? It's not like I didn't have the script. I said, okay, look, turn on the camera. This is my phone ringing and somebody's calling me to come to the studio. That's the first part. That's all you need to know now. So before I done that, I called my brother. I said, I'm shooting a video for trying. This guy, you don't come again. You just call me out of nowhere that you want to do something right there and then, and I have to come. How are we planning for now? I said, no, we're not planning for next time. It's now and it's now. So he lives far anyway, so he started coming to Brian's bed. But while he's coming, so I was like on the couch here, and I told Brian, just film me from this angle. I mean, my phone rang, concentrate on the phone, and all that, do this angle. Actually, it was precise about what I wanted. I mean, all me putting on my shoes and drinking and I wanted people to think I had dreadlocks in it, so because the sound sounded
that's why the hat
the sound sounded really, you know what I mean. So I put my hat on, go out the house. So along the line, while we were shooting the video, Brand started getting a hang of it. My brother came and I said, I want this video to be like a day in the life for TillaMan, or regular, you know, it's not like clubbing, you know, I go to the studio. And then when I realized that, look, a regular day in the life of an African in the UK, you know what I mean, it entails a lot. You know what I mean? Like, sorry to say, but I have a lot of friends in the UK that they're born in the UK. You know what I mean? These are the guys that carry knives and guns about that. But there's some Africans, yeah, that they come from Africa to this place. They just want to survive. And they're the people that get the poor, getting locked up and things like that. You know what I mean? Like, you get, because you're British, you have a British passport, you do a crime and they put you on what do you call you?
Tag.
They put you on tag. They tell you to pay some money or you do some work or whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm thinking these poor Africans, yeah, we poor Africans. You know what I mean? We just want to survive. Some people got family. So I was thinking about, even that was before I recorded the track anyway. But the video aspect of the track is okay. We just got out and we just got creative with the camera. I can't tell you more than that. We just got creative. There was part of the police here. Me and my brother, we are actually
So you talking to the police, man?
I love the idea, yeah, because I'm excited to say this to you now. But Brian didn't want to shoot. Man, I don't want. I said, Brian, listen, yeah, let me just do it. I can't go tell a policeman I want to shoot a video. They might not listen to me, because obviously I'm not like any other big artist that they might, and I might have to pay a lot of money, sign things and that. I said, okay, look, give the camera to my brother. So that part, my brother was the one holding the camera. I said, look, you know what we're gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna tell the policeman I wanted a picture. You know what I'm saying? So you just pose like you're taking a picture. All the police scene here is not more than 4 seconds that we use for the video. So my brother was posing, like, where's the I can't get it. So I was trying to talk to the police. Yes, at the same time. So we got the shot. So it was guerrilla style. Got the shot. And you see there was a part here in the shopping mall, yeah, in it. Because we weren't allowed to shoot there. So when the security comes, we pack up the camera. When it goes, we turn it on. There was a guy that was arguing, if you notice here in the video, like the black African man, that he was part of the security in it. So we had to use everything we had, you know. We had to steal the moment, trap the moment. We're on the bus, you know what I mean? Just shoot that, you know. And there it was.
It's a beautiful video. The song itself, Trying, just go check that out. TillaMan, like I said, it said a lot about Africans, like Africans in the UK, how we struggle day to day and how we try to make a living. And it's beautiful to see someone like yourself putting that in words and also giving us a video to go with it. Now 2011 has come.
Sorry, I like to add something, yeah. See, people here, I beg you for heaven's sake here, you know, we need to try and appreciate conscious music. You know what I mean? Like, if I had to choose my best work so far, I would choose Trying. But it hurts me so bad that most of our people, yeah, we just, yeah, it's good to go to club, it's good to marry, it's good to party, but there'll be a time you go back home. There'll be a time that reality will strike you. You can't be living in a club like all through. You know, you have to go to a daily job. You know what I mean? I want us to appreciate more, you know, conscious tracks. I thought the track will blow more than that in the UK. I mean, I was thinking, yeah, this track people would actually identify with it, because I do identify with it. I wasn't born here, and you know what I mean, I came here from Africa, and I had to go through a phase where, okay, I want to sort out my paper, I want to do that, I want to do that. Get a job. You know, you can't find a job. There's stress. You know, you don't feel like you belong in the environment until you integrate properly. So I want our people to, you know, not just from TillaMan. Let's encourage all of our Nigerian artists, all of our African artists, to be able to do positive music. Now, I mean, these are music we can sell all over the world. Look at Asha, for example. Asha doesn't have to say, look at Two-Face, you know, look at Nice as well, you know. Yeah, some people have managed to even make it a dancey feel to it, but it doesn't really have to be all the time. But Rich TillaMan, I could do party track anytime. But I want to try that I can leave behind for my children's children, for my mom, for my dad. You know what I mean? Like, we can use to change the world, you know?
The world, you're hearing that first on FACTORY78 TV. TillaMan says to you, Trying is one of the tracks that you have to support. I think you have to. So go check that out, TillaMan. Now, 2011, this is the most important time, I'd say, for you. You've gone through the phase where you work with the likes of 166, you know, you went to Nigeria and collaborated with the Green. You found yourself in Nigeria, you immersed yourself in the culture, the making of the music, and being an African artist, you went back to your roots to perfect your art. But 2011, the fans have seen you here in the UK. We're excited. We know you've got something. The bag is packed. Like, his brother's sitting right next to me here. His bag is packed. The music's ready to go. The album, as we've been told, has been completed. Untitled, but the songs are completed and ready to go. When are we expecting music? When are we expecting to dance to your music and support your work in 2011?
Okay, what is, yeah, first of all, as you know, going to Nigeria has taught me a lot of lesson. Like, you need to just, you know, you need to show respect, you need to appreciate. So I use the opportunity to appreciate everybody that's downloaded the tunes on iTunes. You know, it was crazy, you know, like when I got back and my brother told me like this much tunes been downloaded, I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Obviously, it's a recycled kind of situation. We're putting back what we get, but I haven't said that. You know, I know that these people I might not even know them, but when I'm giving thanks to them, they know that TillaMan appreciate us, innit? So they bought the music in iTunes, you know what I mean? It's a big thing. I need to give thanks to them, and the likes of OVA, not just okay, they've showcased TillaMan's work. All the media bodies that I can't mention. I see magazines over in London and I see my picture in there. You know what I mean? I'm really like FACTORY78. We like the first generation to open FACTORY78. You know what I mean? Like DJ Larry gave us the opportunity, and I'm glad we didn't let him down. Ben TV, you know what I mean? Channel 1, Channel U. It's nameless, you know. I just want everybody to know that I'm a new person, and I'm really appreciative about every little thing, because nothing comes easy, you know.
Yes,
I mean, so that's one of the things Nigerians told me. So moving on to the question, TillaMan's album is ready, and I can't even, like, we had problems selecting the album. We will select this selection of track today. Come next week, we'll change it again. We change, you know. So right now we're working with all our buddies right now, right? FACTORY78, inclusive, you know, top of the list, you know what I mean? Every Diamond, you know, like, we're working with all these people, you know what I'm saying? And then we know that the decision making is part of a team process. So we assessing the best time to pull stuff out. You know, I won't let you down, you know. Check me by my work, you know. All the stuff I've done over the years, you know, we've always brought out hot and exclusive and banging music, you know. So what we do, we work with a team. The album is ready, it's not a problem anyway. You know what I mean? Because I'm not based in the UK anymore. There's been a lot of speculation that TillaMan not gonna come back.
Yeah, they're like, TillaMan got stuck in Lagos. TillaMan ain't gonna come back to the UK to represent for them. What is that, man?
Basically, you know what, when I was in Nigeria, I was actually really focusing on Nigeria. You know, there was a part of me that was like, yeah, so there's this kind of standard that we don't even understand in the UK. You know what I mean? Like, people get called for shows and they get paid ridiculous money. Apart from that, people get called for shows that will make their career. It's not just about money, you know what I'm saying? People make moves in Nigeria that a career determining moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you get to meet you get to meet the artists that people watch over here, and they say, oh, these are the biggest artists, you know. Like, for example, now Two-Face was having his album listening party, and like, they would, when a big artist come in, there was a time, let me talk before then, there was a time when we go to the club, when I go to the club, I'm standing on the side for somebody to notice me, and I'd be like, say, I know this face, no be till I be waiting to call you, and I mean about, oh yeah, come now, you know. There was a time like that it wasn't as good as this. There was a time where, okay, when Two-Face is doing his album listening party, and any artist that comes in, like, yeah, give it up for this, I mean, like, man like TillaMan comes in and is like, give it up for TillaMan, you know. I didn't realize what was going on until I sat down to a bowl of Coke, and I looked around and said, me? It's not because I think I'm not worth it, but I know that these are the things I was facing in Nigeria. Now, I mean, it's not the fact that people think I can't come back. Okay, even if I couldn't come back, it is not my country. Nigeria is my country. Okay, how many of you can't go back to your country? Which one is more shameful? Abina, which one is more shameful? You can't go to your country, but I can go to my country. That's because I'm not scared. And that's the least of my worry. If I come out to UK, say you won't give me money. My fans didn't, my true fans didn't say that. They're proud of me. So TillaMan has gone to a bigger stage. You know what I mean? Like, you step up your work, and they start seeing you people like The Green, DJ Z's, YQ, Two-Face, Asha, Nice, and all the people. Don't you think the fans will be proud?
Yeah, they have.
There's been a lot of artists that's made that kind of move. You know what I mean? And the fans support them all the way. So I expected people that really love good music and love TillaMan to support me all the way. When the band went back, it went back and went fully. The likes of Nail C, as far as I know, they went back as well. The likes, you know, there's been a lot of stuff like that. Banky W went back, you know. So why should it be a problem for TillaMan to go back? You know what I mean? I believe in what I've got. You know what I mean? I'll still say to tomorrow, like, the amount of work I put out in the UK, like, I would say, yeah, you know, it's a free invite, innit? You know, if you think you got something that's hotter than mine, put it on the table. Let's go. You know what I mean? It's a challenge, you know. This is what you face on a daily in Nigeria. You know what I mean? And this music that we're doing, you know, wordplay, you know what I mean, creativity, you know, if we don't fight ourselves with it, you know, we're not gonna get better. So I'm challenging anybody. I think I'm the best artist that have come out of UK on the Nigerian scene. I mean, I'm not just saying that because I'm saying it. I'm saying, look, check my body of work. I mean, how many artists could go to Nigeria? Respect to JJC, respect to Magnum, respect to Casino, D Block. These are the people that no matter how high I get, they like the pioneers. You know, you still have to respect them. No matter, you know, they're on another league. So I'm saying, but I'm talking about all the other artists. You know, we need to start giving each other a run for our money.
Put it on the table and say, let's do it. You see, that's FACTORY78 TV. You're hearing it from TillaMan. Man's in the UK. He's talking about every single thing that we've been waiting for you to talk about. 2011, we're excited about
the album is bad.
Tell me, man.
Seriously, like.
So what are we looking forward to, like a video pretty soon, or are we looking forward to something from that album? People are thirsty,
you know,
brother.
What we want to do, like, you know, I thanks to my team, you know, the FACTORY78, the setup media and that, you know what I mean, they've already come up with a structure. You know, if you don't have a structure, it's like a building without a foundation. You know, you can't stand. You know, the structure is to let people in the UK, most especially, to know how far TillaMan is coming. You know, to remind people of something. You know, it's like a father to a child. Sometimes the father will have to say, "I don't lose this, promise don't yak, but no me they clean your." You know, you have to remind them. So now you're big. You're saying you think because you sit down there, stuff like that. We need to remind people of how far we've come. You know what I mean? I don't have to be driving a private jet. I don't have to be driving a big car for people to respect. You know what I mean? Let me not use respect, to appreciate the body of work that you put out. You know what I mean? These are the things I see in the likes of people I've mentioned before, and I'll still be mentioning them. The likes of Magnum. You know what I mean? There was a time I'll sit down in my house and I ain't got one single, and I'll be watching Casino like somebody make the Casino like song. But you know that, no, why would I say because TillaMan people are like him, and now I'll say I'll see Casino, I'm like no. You know what I mean? These are the things that we need to do. So what I'm saying, the album is colossal, it's big, it's bad, but the management, the whole team said we're gonna remind people of what they're gonna get. You know what I mean? So that after that time, you know, I don't know how long they want to do it for, but I trust them. You know, they're very reliable people. DJ Larry, top notch. You don't know, say everything I go on this time, everything I change. Is it? It's so good, isn't it? Shout out to Euphoric Heritage Record. They look after me, the Alao family in Nigeria. Anyway, that's on the side. So the album is coming out. The management, the PRs and everything, they think we should, on a UK level, you know what I mean, we should remind people what's going on, you know, then give them a teaser. You know, the response we get back, obviously we show us how much they want to hear TillaMan, because I'm not based here anymore. You know, I'm based in Nigeria now. So the whole team will be working on it, and very soon you'll all be seeing exclusive stuff, all the performances that I've done, all the experience I had from Nigeria and stuff like that. You're gonna be seeing a lot of things just to remind you of I'm a workaholic, I'm a perfectionist, I want it hot, I want it now, I just want it to bang, I want it done, just like the FACTORY78, just like the not just okays. You know, I'm not just okay, I'm better than okay. I have to be superb, I have to be fantastic, I have to be sarcastic, I have to be like a serastic, you know.
That's TillaMan right here on FACTORY78 TV, F78 TV. It's been an absolute pleasure having you back in the UK. We're happy to see you. We're happy to listen to some of the music that you've brought here today. Has completely just changed. It's made us, the energy is great. You know, like you said, DJ Larry is extremely excited. Yeah, you can see what he's doing with the camera anyway. But he's excited about the project as well. We're looking forward to the singles coming out. We're looking forward to the summer. This summer is going to be big for 2011 summer. TillaMan, go check that out. We're definitely waiting. You know, like you said, once the selection's been made, the decision's going to be made. FACTORY78 TV, we will let you know when the album's coming out. Not just OK.com. They do it as we do it as well.
Oh,
you see,
let the people just demand for it, like, you know, like
the people clamor for it. All the websites around the UK, United States, Nigeria that's been supporting FACTORY78 as well as African music. We give shout outs to you, TillaMan. We wish you the best in 2011.
Shout out to Ozzy Chipolo. You know, I need that hot production. You get me, like,
right
Bay's music. You know, I see you. Now, I mean, shout out to my brother Boyega. You know, shout out to Aisha. You know, you have to have a female that hold you down. You know, and keep it real. Shout out to Dollar Bills. Shout out to Teasy. Shout out to Martel B. Shout out to Aspana. Shout out to all the UK artists. You know, I got love for you. You know, I'm just saying. You know, feed off the energy. You know what I'm saying? Feed off the energy. I mean, don't waste no time. Let's go get it.
Let's go get it. Don't waste no time. FACTORY78 TV. Thanks for joining us again today with TillaMan. God first. See you later.
Go.
name, Fitilla. The shining light, Fitilla. Now who go give you happiness?